Alright guys, welcome back to the bench. We are going to be going over a few things that have come in and out this week. We're trying to get back on track. It's been a little over a week. We're trying to post a consistent weekly video of the stuff that we have coming in here. But this week was definitely the week for Omegas and Accutrons, certainly Accutrons at least. I think we have half a dozen Accutrons here and we still have about a half dozen more to get through. So very, very busy week on the bench, and we're still going. We're going to be working through the weekend here coming up. So I want to take you through some really cool pieces, a couple good and bad, but all in all, a nice week. So let's get right into it. Alright guys, let's take a look at what we have here. Got quite a few unique pieces, a couple issues on some of these watches, which we're going to discuss. First one we can talk about is this beautiful Accutron 218. We just finished this a few minutes ago. This one's got the nice blue indices there, which you might be able to make out. And this is looks like a 70s model. So 1970s Bulova Accutron 218. Really nice. Just finished up. We're going to test this one over the weekend and make sure everything is running smoothly. And while we're doing Accutrons, we'll just continue on. This is a little bit of a more modern, not a more modern, but it's an upgraded version from that 218. Still very similar concept. Allied Chemicals, 1977. So if anybody's familiar with that one. Really unique engraving, cool watch. That one had just a small repair on it. The hands weren't working correctly on that, so we finished that up. Here's another 218. We're getting a lot of these, and this one has another engraving too. Union Carbide, 1969. 25 years of local service. Really nice. So, all of these are recently finished. They all need to be tested and checked out over the weekend. This is another stunner here for a 218. Really cool case, stainless steel, blue indices. You can kind of see that patina on the dial started. And this one is also a 1970s. I believe it's the original band too. Very cool. Very, very cool. And most of these all go to one collector. He had sent these in. This one is from a different client. We showed this in one of our earlier videos. This one was not running at all. It was missing the battery clasp. And it's having an issue with the hands. We have been watching this one. We're going to have to go back into this one and do a few more adjustments, but we are almost there. And again, another original band on this one. So almost out the door for this one. Let's see what else we have for Accutrons. Another 218 here. Unfortunately, this one is having trouble with the coils, and I'm going to see if the client wants to do a full overhaul and replace those coils. That's a 1978 model. Very, very clean though, all in all. So I'm hopeful that they'll get this one fixed up and back in running condition, because I'd love to work on it. And an unfortunate Accutron. This was actually a personal piece. We don't get too many of these, but I bought this on eBay. I took a gamble. I bought it for $100, and the seller was a reputable seller. You know, they had a lot of good reviews, a lot of good feedback. We talked about the watch. He said that he had not opened it, not done any work to it. It was sold as is, which always makes you a little bit nervous on Accutrons, right? And let me see if I can get this to focus for y'all. There you go. It has this purple dial with these little stars, like almost starburst looking markings on there, and that's just from, you know, patina and age over time. In person it's beautiful, but one big red flag was the all blacked out date, and I thought, well, maybe it's patinaed out and, you know, the date just got ruined over the time and I'll just replace that. Well, unfortunately, you know, this one has seen better days, and I've seen something in this watch that I've never seen before, and that is a quartz movement put inside. So this was very unfortunate to find. I was pretty sad. I honestly should have asked for more information from the seller, and I did message them. We worked out a deal. He gave me a partial refund. which I thought was fair, you know. So we'll find a 218 movement on our own, put it in there, but it's just one of those things. Be wary, you know, when you're buying these watches. Ask a lot of questions. I should have asked for pictures of the inside, and that's my own fault, but you live and you learn. And I think we're still going to be able to clean it up and make it a really nice piece for ourselves. So just one of those things to be mindful about when you're buying online, guys. Something that even someone like myself who's been buying for years and years and years, you make mistakes and things happen. So now on to more projects. 2 Omegas, Seamaster, another Seamaster Cosmic. This one we've been fighting for weeks, actually months we've been fighting this, and that's the dreaded 1012 caliber that we talk about so much, but this will be the official last one I take in this year. I have had my fill of them. I said I wasn't going to do any this year, and this is, I think, my 4th or 5th one, and I am calling it. They're just too much trouble to be worked on, so I'm gonna let this one go. This is another Seamaster you got. I'm not sure if it made into our other videos, but it was missing the crown, it was missing the crystal, it was not running. This one is. We'll wind it up, get it started. But this got a full service. It's a beautiful Seamaster. Let's see what else we've got. Longines automatic. This one got a full service a couple days ago. Really nice. Clean piece. Very excited to send this one back to the client. I know they're excited to get it. And actually, that client sent me this watch as well. Accutron Snorkel. Very, very nice. Unfortunately, this one is beyond the repair level for us. It's one of those watches that we are going to pass on to somebody else to take a look at. It's 1974. Sometimes you just get watches and they're just either too much work, they need too much that we don't have, or the skill set. This is a very high-end Accutron piece. I want to pass it on to somebody that I know and trust that can take care of this, so that's what we're going to be doing. I've been working with the client, and we're going to get that shipped off and looked at. Just one of those things. You have to know your limitations, and you have to know what the client has expectations for. So no problem. We were happy to take a look at it for him and at least address what we could on it. Okay, keep on rolling here. Benrus Electronic. This came from a client who sends me a lot of stuff. We both were pretty weary on this one going in because these are pretty tough, these movements, and unfortunately movement on the inside has some bad corrosion. It's too far gone, so it's another one that he said, yep, just send it back and we'll move on from it. And those things happen. Sometimes the watch is just too far gone to be taken care of. So cool piece nonetheless. I wish it was working because it really is a beautiful timepiece there. And that band is really cool on that. So sad to see that one go. Alright, a couple more left, guys. Bulova's quartz curve movement. This was my first time working on one of these. The stem was actually too short for the movement, so I don't know if that was a factory issue, if that somebody had messed with it before me, but we got it fixed up nonetheless, so that this one would set time properly and all the function would work. So cool to get my hands on that for the first time. I have yet to see this model, and I think it's the first ever curved quartz movement, if I'm not mistaken. Somebody correct me if I'm wrong, but very cool stuff. Alright, lastly, these are 2 watches for a friend of mine that I've been working on. An Eternomatic and a Lacultra. Actually, they both got services. This is a cool, it's kind of like the Oris pointer date style. It's got a disc though. I found that very unique. First time working on one of those. It was a little bumpy. This watch had some issues. There was a broken dial stem we had to figure out, and this is a curved, fitted in dial. So that was really unique to get that to work properly. But that one is good, and so is the Eternomatic, which is this really nice black dial to it. So I know the client is anxious to get these back. We're going to put these all in the mail tomorrow and get back to him. Very, very cool pieces. So, alright, lastly, see if I can get this focus. This Paul Portinox. I've never heard of this brand. I don't even know if I'm pronouncing that correctly. It had a bit of a tricky movement on the inside of this one, but we got it figured out. And it seemed to be running well. Service went well. but definitely unique. First time working with this brand in particular. But all in all, well, and a simple little manual wind watch there. So happy to get this one on its way. We love simple little projects like this for the most part. So that's going to be all, guys. As you can see, pretty busy. Lots of Accutron, a lot of unique stuff. Back with our Omegas, as we're kind of used to working with these. And most of the stuff's going to get packaged up and on its way out tomorrow. The rest is going to continue on with us over testing and repair work. So I appreciate you guys taking a look at this week's haul. Alright, everybody, so that's a week on the bench of stuff that we've been working on and things to come. We're going to hopefully post another video here. We're going to be hunting this weekend for a few more watch pieces. Our last video did really well with that, so we're going to try to make another video for you guys to see if kind of the things we look for, what we're getting in and out, and more work to come. So thanks for stopping by. I appreciate it. If you guys aren't following us yet on Instagram or here on YouTube, please like and subscribe. It means the world to us. Thank you.